So I came home from church this afternoon and I received a package. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I took a nap and got up and my son opened it. Nosy butt. Anyway, this is love mail. Shout out to Nisi, who saw that I was craving and struggling with something so, I don't know what the right word is, but the girl had a craving and I mentioned it on Facebook and she hit me up and said, you know, let me gift you. So I got some of the best love mail. Check it out. Check it out. Yes, indeed. I've got a whole case from Nisi. She is definitely a ride or die kind of person. I had been going all over creation for 2 weeks looking for this. Gas stations, grocery stores, could not find it. And just that simple act of kindness of her seeing that I was struggling with a craving, because you know your girl's from New York, so there's a lot of stuff that I don't get to eat because I live in the Midwest. And look at this wonderfulness. I told her there's nothing like a cold can of Welch's grape soda and a bag of Doritos. It just brings me back to my childhood times growing up in Queens, New York. So thank you, Nisi. Thank you, Nisi. This one is for you. I told you I was going to do this right. So in honor of my favorite snack, I've got my special glass that I'm going to put my drink that Miss Nisi got me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ooh, I'm going to enjoy Real Housewives of Atlanta tonight. Welch's and Doritos. See you back for the review. Real Housewives of Atlanta, the review. It is season 9, episode 19, side dishes and side pieces. Well, this wasn't a bad episode, but I will tell you one thing, that what made this episode exceptional, right here, hold on a second. Yes, right in here is Welch's grape soda. I had my snacks. I'm still enjoying my drink. Thank you so much, Nisi. Okay, enough of that. So let's get on with this review. All right, so this episode is the last episode before the season finale, which I'm extremely excited about. It's going to be about this opening of Chateau Charest. And it's going to be, I think, an explosive episode for various reasons. But let's get into this review. So Candy and Todd are getting ready for the soft opening, the preview of the Old Lady Gang. Now, I do know there are many people in Atlanta, YouTuber subscribers. I cannot wait to find out how the Old Lady Gang restaurant is faring as far as the food. I'm hoping to see some reviews on it because I will say this. The decor of the Old Lady Gang looked really, really nice. And of course, they'll have the opening. But right now, there's crunch time, and Todd is under a lot of pressure. Candy is pressuring him because it does not look like it's getting ready. And I will say this. My husband and I did a rehab last year. And it was our first rehab together. My husband's done several rehabs, partnered up with someone, but this was the first one that he and I did together. Our money combined, all our money into it. So there wasn't a 60-40 split or, 50-50 split. It was all our money. Now, the great thing about it is that we didn't have to split with anyone because it was our money. The downside is that even though my husband and I worked together, this was definitely an investment, and it was something that he and I had never done together. And, there's always going to be someone who takes the lead. And in this case, it was my husband. So I can understand, Candy, when you're kind of you're looking to see what's going on, but yet this is the person that is taking the lead and you're falling back a little bit. And you're talking about someone who has control issues to begin with. Crunch time and looking at what you're seeing in front of you, you do not think is going to come together. So we're just going to talk about Todd and Candy in the Old Lady Gang restaurant. And it's crunch time. The opening is the next day. It's dusty. It's looking, not put together. And she's like, listen, this is a tough crowd. I know it's family and friends, but we do not want to give them a reason to, say something about the restaurant. And I can understand that because when I went through my rehab and I did the rehab clip in my archives under real estate, you would have never known that, 8 hours prior to that, we didn't even have the appliances hooked in. And my husband and I were busy mopping floors and getting everything cleaned up for the preview for the agent. So I understand it is crunch time, and literally for 24 hours beforehand, you're not getting any sleep. So the restaurant goes off without a hitch. The food looked good. The decor looks good. We'll talk about them in a little bit later because, of course, we have a special guest coming. Cynthia and Peter's divorce is final, and they're both reflecting in different ways. Uh, Cynthia is relieved but sad, and then Peter is sad because he accepted the divorce, but he didn't want to divorce Cynthia. He didn't want to have it, but this is a sad thing. So he is not relieved at all. He's very much now the finality of it all. He's mourning the loss of his marriage. Peter and Todd are in the car. Apollo calls from prison, and herein where we find, as was spoken, alternative facts regarding the divorce. Now, we all know in real time that the divorce has not happened, but Phaedra's told everyone that she is divorced. Well, Portia let out that it was divorce, that divorce was there. She told Cynthia that the divorce is final, and Apollo's telling us that the divorce is not final. So here we are finding the sticky facts. I'm telling you, when it comes to Phaedra, whether it's a due date or the divorce date, you'll never know what the real deal is unless you can get some serious documentation, notarized or something. You are never going to get the straight answer from Phaedra. So there we go on that. And this is what he tells us. Apollo tells the guys that his lady is going to be stopping by. So, of course, we find out that Apollo has this girlfriend. And he's like, oh, snap. So we'll see her in a little bit. Sheree is getting ready to pack up with her daughter and son to move into Chateau Sheree. She really wants to make it known that she did it herself without a man, and that this is signifies that she said, I'll never let a man do to me what Bob did. Oh, and by the way, of course, we find out through Sheree and Kenya meet up, and Sheree says she's done with Bob, and Kenya says she's done with Matt. There you go. So Sheree's talking about, that she'll never let a man do to her what Bob did to her, and that she's going to have her own things and all that. So she's got everything wrapped up into the chateau. Not necessarily how I would spend my money, but I also haven't been in this situation. So, definitely a teachable moment. I'm not sure if she's learned a lesson, but good on you, Sheree. If you can, it's 4 years in the making, roughly, and you can do this on your own, great. However, I don't know at what cost, because it seems like you hear in the news all over and over again that Sheree owes somebody. So I don't know if the chateau is really something to be excited about when people want to go after the house, because you're not paying people, and you, by your own admission, says that the house is over budget. Okay, so we're gonna do the opening. Oh, so we'll just save the opening for last. So, uh, Portia is celebrating Phaedra's birthday, and they're just having a good time. And this is really lighthearted. Portia has her little frick onesie, and she gives Phaedra her frack onesie, and they're trying on wigs, and they have food and all that. So, it was cute. It was cute. It's the same night as the opening of the old lady game for family and friends, and they're not going. And uh, Phaedra's like, of course, did another dig. She says, unlike Kenya, I know that Portia loves me, and she did it. She was, acting on my best interest. Another dig, but that relationship is over, and so I am sure it'll be fireworks at the reunion between her and Kenya. Kenya's gonna have to take a seat because I'm sure Candy's gonna have a stab at that first. So they just have a little fun. Um, Anything good? Okay, so here's the opening of the old lady gang. So it's nice. The decor is nice. The food is looking good. The food's looking really crunchy. And in walks Apollo's girlfriend. So Apollo's girlfriend goes in and she's like, I'm just here to represent Apollo. Hi, my name is Cherie. How are you doing? And I'm Apollo's girlfriend. And I don't want to go into detail about how Apollo and I got together, but just know that we found love. And, you know, I'm up there all the time. It's only a 45-minute drive, and she's only been up there like twice. And it's been like 2 years since he's been in jail. And um, I just want to be here to, represent Apollo. And it's really nice to meet you ladies. So that's how she was. Candy is not feeling it because although her and Phaedra are not cool per se, one, she did invite Phaedra to the party. And ooh, that would have been a mess had they both shown up and met each other. And second, I'm sure there was a conversation that she had with Todd because she's like, this is going to look real messy that I allowed this to happen or I knew this was going to happen. And she's like, I had no idea. Now, listen, we all know that Phaedra had Mr. Chocolate. Apollo was obviously out there dipping it and doing it before he went to jail, so there's no surprise per se. However, if you at one time wanted to at least be cordial, you don't want to ever think that you were shady at any point. Now, Kenya didn't care. Kenya was like, let's switch seats. Let me see who this chick is. And Apollo was saying that, well, Apollo was saying to Todd and Peter that he said you got to do an upgrade. I don't know if this girl is an upgrade from Phaedra. I don't know. I do know that when people no longer want to be together, they can always feel like they're getting an upgrade. I guess she's an upgrade because she's coming to jail to visit him, and Phaedra isn't. So be it. I didn't put any stock on that, but it is what it is. They're not the first divorced couple that have things disparaging to say about each other. Um, oh, and I thought that was so cute because, Mama Joyce took forever and a day to show up and make her grand entrance. Looking cute. She did look cute. That was a nice outfit. That looked cute. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Oh, and by the way, Candy, kudos to Candy because Candy was like, I'm going to keep it 100, Apollo. You my friend, we cool, but what you just pulled here isn't cool. And he was like, I don't care. Well, of course you don't care, Apollo, because you in jail. Why? You don't need to care. You don't need to care about the fallout regarding your wife and all the people that she has to deal with. And of course you don't care. I think that was kind of selfish, really. It was kind of selfish, Apollo. But there you go. There you have it. That's all I have. I hope you enjoyed the review. I'm looking forward to the season finale. This was an okay episode. I enjoyed my soda. And I'm going to upload this and watch The Real Housewives of Potomac. Don't plan on reviewing that, but I'm going to watch it. So if I miss anything of importance, let me know. Put it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Take care of yourself and each other, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.